Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Check! Panther! Check! Check! Hey! Hey!
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Alert! Alert!
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback. They go play action with Howell. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
To the play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now a first down carry for Harris. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. The 30. 10.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Touchdown, Washington! That punt returns 66 yards, and it goes the distance.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is taken at the 18. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Faking the handoff. Howell.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3-and-out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Off play action. It's Howell.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Hurts over the middle, complete. It's Harris. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 25 on second down, Hurts.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Hurts.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So here is Washington now to take over.
Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Powell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd down. Howell now.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They run again with Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts, throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On first down, Hurts.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. 20, 10.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 47.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Ready?
2nd and 6.
They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's brought in by Harris. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen it got...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now out come the Steelers.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, where their defense has really struggled.
Being chased out left toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And here's Freiermuth again.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hurts throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kevin Farley. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.